So I got an email the other day asking about which windshield wipers are best for the 4Runner, and I figured I'd make a video about it. I've tried a bunch of the aftermarket ones and they always seem to squeal and streak. And I actually put my last set on my wife's truck here because I was sick of them. She's cool with it, don't worry. But I just got sick of these aftermarket ones. They always end up squeaking and chattering and they just suck. But I switched to these ones and I've honestly never been happier. I think this is definitely the way to go. Now I know that windshield wipers aren't like super exciting. So later in this video I'm gonna share some interesting tips about your windshield and how you can make your wipers last longer. So definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, I used to try all the fancy, like the aftermarket wipers that are all weather, so they're winter rated, they're wrapped in rubber and everything, and they just never performed well. So now I've come back to these ones on the 4Runner, and this is what I used to run, and I'm back to what I originally ran all the time. So I put the OEM wiper blades back on, and now I just get the inserts from Toyota. You can get them for like 10 bucks each, and they just slide into the original windshield wipers. And you get them from the dealership, and honestly they work better than like the aftermarket ones that are twice the price or more, at least in my experience. So yeah, they're kind of exposed, you can see. They don't have the rubber coating on them and everything for the winter time and to keep them from freezing up. But for me, they work great all winter. And the aftermarket ones, honestly, they still froze up anyways. Even though they had the rubber coating on them, they still did the exact same thing, whether they were rated for winter time or not. So basically there's just no need for that really bulky look, I don't think, with all the big rubber blocks on there. So if you're thinking of experimenting with any of the fancy wipers out there, I say go for it. Try them all out if you want. There might be something out there that I haven't tried yet that actually is better than these. I know I haven't tried those scrub blade ones that apparently they're supposed to be really great for off-roading and stuff. And so those could be awesome for all I know, but this is just based on what I've tried so far. My advice is this: make sure you save your OEM wiper blades. Even if you're going to try any aftermarket ones, don't throw these out. Otherwise, you're going to have to buy the whole thing again. And if you want to switch back to the inserts, you're going to have to buy that whole wiper all over again. So hang on to your old wipers, even if they're worn out and you want to try some other ones, keep these ones for sure. You can do the same thing with your rear wiper too. Same idea. It's just an insert. And it just slides into the track here. These ones are even cheaper than the front ones because they're smaller, but yeah, same idea. So OEM wiper blades, at least OEM wiper blade inserts from the Toyota dealership, to me that's the way to go. So I promised you a few cool tips for making your wipers last longer and perform better. First things first, you got to clay bar your windshield, because those same bonded contaminants that are all over your paint, that sticks to your paint and needs to be pulled off with a clay bar, those are also on your windshield too. So like all that tree sap and paint overspray, industrial fallout, all that stuff, everything that gathers on your paint, it's also going onto your windshield. It's the same vehicle, it's in the same area. So all those contaminants, those getting stuck into the glass of your windshield, it's going to cause your wipers to suck no matter what brand you're running. So it's not just about running the most expensive wiper blades you can get. So using a clay bar or a clay bar alternative like an auto scrub sponge or something, it's perfectly safe and it'll make your windshield nice and smooth. To take it a step further, you can actually machine polish your glass too if you want to, just like you would with your paint if you're doing a paint correction. It's perfectly safe to do that, but unlike your paint, it's used more for like a deep cleaning. You're not going to be able to remove scratches out of your glass, just because glass is a much harder surface than your clear coat is. And you aren't going to be able to level it enough to remove scratches. That's not really the goal here. You use the friction and the abrasion of the polishing pad to do like a really deep scrubbing motion to get your glass super clean. So as for products like Rain-X or Aquapel, I don't use them. I've tried them before and I find like when they wear out and they fail, they cause your wipers to streak and chatter way worse. So to me, it's not worth it. If it helps a little bit when they're working, but then it causes more problems once it wears off, what's the point? I would rather just run nothing at all on my glass then at that point. So what I have used and liked is this stuff from G Technic. This is called G1 Clear Vision Smart Glass. It's a long name. This stuff works really well at making your glass really hydrophobic, so like you barely need to use your windshield wipers. In my opinion, this stuff does what it says it's supposed to do, and it lasts a lot longer than like Rain-X or something as well. The main reason why I like it though is because when it fails, it wears off gradually, so it just eventually stops working. But your wipers won't start chattering or streaking like those other products do. And one last tip, if you don't want to spend the money on a windshield specific product like this, just go ahead and use your favorite wax or sealant, or like even a spray wax. You can use that too. And it's not going to last quite as long, but if you use it like every other car wash, then it's going to add some slickness to your windshield, and it'll help out. It'll make it easier to clean, and it'll increase the lifespan of your windshield wipers too. Anyways guys, I hope that helps. I'll have links to all those products that I just mentioned in the description below. So thanks for watching.